Hi, Taylor. We are extremely pleased to be here on site today because we want to meet you, Taylor, as well as your father, Dave White, who took back the company from your grandfather, Ken White. So I'd love to hear from you how the history has been built.
Well, first of all, thank you. And yeah, it's pretty interesting history. So we started all the way back in 68, and my grandfather, worked the business up, blood, sweat, and tears. And my father, I think he can talk more on the taking it over from him. So my addition to the business was, 6 years ago, we decided we really want to revamp and move the business in a different direction and grow. So we took to social media to kind of explain and show the culture of our business. We paint some machinery black, which is kind of part of our branding, and obviously relying on Cat machinery to help us grow and get to that next level. So this is my father, David. And his dad was Ken White, my grandfather. And together we make up the team of Ken White Construction Ownership.
So Dave, can you share with us today what you've done since you took over the company from your father?
Whenever I started with my father, he was by himself doing his own business. And then whenever I got involved with him, we started to get more into the residential from start to finish, with the entrances to properties, clearing the properties, and all the excavation work.
You showed me a picture earlier that I would love to show everybody. It's your father, and when he bought his first Cat machine.
Yes. So this machine here, we bought it. I think it's in 1984. We bought it, and it was the first Cat machine that we ended up buying. And it was a big deal for us back then to buy it. And it was at that time we bought it. It had an open cab with just a ropes canopy on it, and that was an extra you paid at that time to get put on. So it was not like today whenever you buy machinery, that's for sure.
And since then, you've grown extensively your fleet. Can you share a bit what type of machinery you hold for all of your versatile projects you lead on?
It's all Cat machinery. We've got the Cat machinery now, and they've been able to stand behind the product, and they treat us very well with everything we get.
But as far as machinery, we're excavators, bulldozers, loaders, the heavy X stuff, all the stuff that when you're a kid playing in a sandbox, the type of stuff that you look at going, I want to do that when I'm older. And that's what's really exciting is every day, especially when we just recently bought a D5 bulldozer. I remember as a kid drawing a high track bulldozer on a piece of paper, and, to actually stand beside my father, on delivery day of it and get to see us actually fulfill out that dream. That was pretty special.
So what are the current projects you are working on for 2025?
So there's a lot of commercial, and residential. It's a mix of both. For us, the residential side is something that the foundation that this business was built on, working with directly to homeowners. I think our business roots are built on family. So dealing with actual homeowners and families, and that's really special to us. And that's a part of the business that we never, want to leave.
I know you choose this Cat machine, but and you stand by the reputation and the reliability, but is there other reasons? Because I know you're carrying a lot of huge projects needing heavy equipment. But do you have other reasons why you're choosing day after day Cat machines?
I honestly think it's the team, too, that Toromont has. Because whenever we need anything, they're there behind us to get us the product and make sure that we can get the job done properly.
Our salesman at Toromont is Matthew Benson, and there hasn't been a single thing that we haven't asked him for or helped out that he hasn't been able to achieve with the team over at Toromont. And also, too, a big part of the Cat machinery is that's what our operators want to operate. I mean, don't get me wrong. We've had other machinery on site as well, too. And status quo comes back that the Cat machinery is what the guys and girls want to operate out there on site. So that's a big factor as well. They're sitting in the machines more than us. We want to make sure that they're comfortable.
Well, you get the pleasure, both of you, to operate them, right?
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
So you test actually behind the wheel before
we demo everything. Yeah.
We're very, very comfortable.
With our D5, the kind of story behind that was I knew that we needed something to push up our topsoil and sand at our aggregate operation. And we reached out to Heavy Rents, and we rented a D5 from them. And I personally, was pushing up sand, and I was like, this type of machine, this size, this is what we need. And that kind of led to the purchase of the D5 that we have now. We told Matt on a Thursday that we needed a 50,000 pound dozer, and by Monday morning at 7 a.m. it was at the pit ready to work.